So, I'm recording this because I just need to get off my chest. So, last April, my husband and I decided we wanted to start trying to have a baby. And it wasn't working. And we finally were like, okay, let's go see a specialist. And right around that time, I started this fat wife's journey guide thing. But my husband asked our specialist, did he think it was a good idea that I try to continue to lose weight? He said, not necessarily. Try to maintain weight more than anything. So for the past two and a half months, I've been trying to just maintain my weight, which it's been going okay. He said he didn't want me exercising drastically. But so long story short, we've had 2 IUIs. It stands for intrauterine insemination. And the first one didn't go well, and it was rather uncomfortable. And the second one was even more painful. If you're squeamish or don't like people talking about certain things, now's your time to just bow out of this video. And my feelings won't be hurt, but they actually had to take a clamp thing, basically insert it into me and clamp onto my uterus so they could move it to the position they wanted to. And mind you, this wasn't the doctor. This was the nurse practitioner. So my husband and I talked and said the only way I would do it a third time or ever again was if it was the doctor. But we really hoped that it would work. And then on Saturday, I still hadn't gotten my period, but I was spotting, and I had been since Thursday, and the nurses called me and said, oh, well, it sounds like you're having implantation bleeding. That's really good. We'll keep your appointment for Wednesday unless we hear from you over the weekend. And I was like, okay, great. Saturday, a friend and her husband came over, and she told us she was 10 weeks pregnant, and we were like, oh my God, that's so exciting. Congratulations. And, you're genuinely happy for these people, especially because you're on the high of, oh, my doctor's office told me that I'm not bleeding for my period. I'm bleeding from implantation, so I must be pregnant. Having not even seen you. And then Sunday comes around. You go to the bathroom in the morning, nothing there. You go to the bathroom again later, nothing there. You're getting ready to leave. You're like, oh, let me pee before we go. Because my husband and I decided on Sunday, which was yesterday, we wanted to go to the flea market that had just opened up near us. And we were excited. That's great. And then there was red blood, lighter than this, but it was period blood. And I came downstairs, and my husband was all dressed and ready to go, and he saw the look on my face, and I opened my mouth, and I just started crying. If any woman is watching who's had fertility issues and has done IUI after IUI after IUI to IVF, you are my hero. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you have the strength, but it's exhausting. I've been really good, especially the second time, not symptom checking, oh, my boob hurts, I must be pregnant. Or, oh, I felt like a twinge, I must be pregnant. I was having slight cramping, so I was like, okay, I'm ready for my period. And if I don't get my period, great. And if I do, okay. But coming downstairs and seeing my husband, it just all came out, and I just cried and cried and cried, and he just stood there and just held me so tight. He knew the pain I was going through, and my husband is my rock. Like, I don't think I say that enough to him, but he is truly my rock, and he is the most amazing man I could have ever asked for. I remember at one point, like 3 years ago, I wrote a list of all the things I wanted in a man, and he is every single one with a million more than I never thought I would ever get in a person to love me. And you guys saw my other video. I was wearing makeup. This is me, no makeup whatsoever. My hair is a disaster, even though I showered yesterday. I'm wearing my glasses. I'm wearing earrings, but I wanted to do this video not just for me, but for any woman that is feeling how I'm feeling, which is sad and angry and like I messed up. Like there's something wrong with me. Our specialist has specifically told me there is nothing physically wrong with me. I just turned 30 in January. My husband's going to be 35 in 2 weeks. And his counts are great. I'm great. Blood work always looks great. But when you don't get pregnant, you get angry, you get frustrated, you get hurt, you feel let down, and you feel like a failure. And I'm really good at that, feeling like a failure. I don't know about you guys, but like I started that whole Fat Wife's blog specifically because I was feeling like a failure and I wanted to succeed at something. And I'm sorry I let you guys down, anybody that was reading it or watching my other video. Sorry. I'm exhausted too because I had such a hard time sleeping last night because of all of this. And I don't know. By the way, if you guys hear any noises in the background, it's because I have a cat and a dog right there. And she's smelling his foot. She's weird. And whatever. Animals are weird. I just want any woman watching to know I love you and I'm sorry if you're having the issues that I am too. And yesterday I said to my husband, no more. We met a woman who had said it was her 7th IUI when we were there for our first. And I remember her telling me that she had, every year they would go visit their family in another country and, have a vacation. And that they probably weren't going to go this summer because they would be doing IUIs and IVFs. And I said to my husband when we got home that day, that's not going to be us. That is not going to be us. I do not want to live around the trying because it was already difficult enough waiting the 2 weeks to either get your period or to be pregnant. Sorry. I didn't want that. So literally like a week later, with the thumbs up from my fertility specialist, I planned a camping trip because I was like, whether I'm pregnant or not, I need to get away. And not get away more like get away from work, get away from my head. Last year we went camping. We had so much fun. And we now have a dog, which we didn't have 2 months ago. And where we're going, we could bring him. And he's going to have so much fun. And yeah, we decided we just needed to do something. Something to look forward to was my biggest thing. I wanted something to look forward to other than my period. Who the hell wants to look forward to their period? Not this girl, and I highly doubt none of you. Because, yeah, no one looks forward to their period. So, anyways, we're not pregnant. I packed up all of the baby stuff that I had sitting in my office waiting, and I put it in the garage with the baby stuff that my sister-in-law gave me from my nieces. And I really wish I had a shed because I would just throw that all in the shed because every time I go to the garage, because I have to go to the garage in order to do my laundry, I would love to just have that out of there. And I'm yawning again. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I don't need anybody to say, "Oh, I'll pray for you." I appreciate that, but right now I just need love and support. Just like I had someone in my fertility support group say to me, she essentially gave me permission to be sad, which I've spoken to my mom, I've spoken to my dad, I'd spoken to my husband, I'd spoken to like 2 friends at that point. And no one told me it was okay to be sad. So I'm telling you guys, if you're watching this and you're having issues and you just got your period, or heavens forbid, you had a miscarriage or a chemical pregnancy or ectopic pregnancy or whatever it is, it's okay for you to be sad. Be sad. And if anybody tells you that it's not okay, they are not the type of person that you need in your life. You need someone to say, it's all going to be okay. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know when. There will come a point in time when you will be okay. Today I woke up and I feel better. I don't feel great. I'm sad. I'm now, as we speak, or as I speak, cramping, still waiting for my full flow. It's like, come on, just show up already, lady. Stupid Aunt Flo. One of my old friends used to call it Shark Week, which I think is pretty good. But yeah, my husband and I we can't afford IVF. Even if my parents offered or someone came out of the woodworks and was like, here's $25,000, go for IVF, I would go, thank you, but if I can still keep that money, I'm going to do it towards something else. And I would fix the fence in our yard and, I don't know, add another bathroom in our house or something that would be more useful. Because if it doesn't work, I feel like it's a waste of money. It's like flushing money down the toilet. And that breaks my heart because I never knew I would get married, but I always knew I would be a mom. And I know that sounds strange, but I don't know. One way or another, we'll be parents. One way or another.